The sun bounced hard off the asphalt in the strip mall parking lot, turning the air above the cars into a wavering haze. It was just after 3 in the afternoon, that slow, hot hour when people ran quick errands between school pickups and late shifts. A grocery cart rattled in the distance. An ice cream truck jingle drifted faintly from a few blocks away. And across from the discount pharmacy, a silver sedan sat in a spot marked in faded paint. Customer parking, 30 minutes only. Inside the pharmacy, Leah Cruz moved fast. She was small, Filipina, late 30s, in a yellow t-shirt and jeans, her long hair tied back in a quick ponytail. On her shoulder, her messenger bag felt heavier than usual, weighed down by a laptop and a stack of case files. She'd driven across town straight from a meeting at the precinct, barely pausing to grab a sandwich in the break room. Now she was here for one thing: the security footage from the pharmacy's cameras that might show the face of the guy hitting local clinics with fake prescriptions. "Thank you for pulling these so fast," she told the manager, accepting a thumb drive carefully. Her accent warmed her vowels, the trace of Manila she'd never quite lost. "My captain will be very happy." "No problem," the manager said. "Always glad to help. You guys have been great with all the shoplifting trouble." He lowered his voice. "You're off duty right now, right?" Leah glanced down at her t-shirt. No badge, no gun visible, just the faint outline of her holster under the bag. "Technically," she said, "but this case is ugly. I'd rather move quickly." She slid the thumb drive into a side pocket of her bag, double-checked that the strap across her chest was secure, and jogged toward the automatic doors. She'd been gone maybe 11 minutes, 12 at most. The lot had been half empty when she pulled in. She'd taken the spot closest to the door so she could grab the footage and get back to the station. The first thing she saw when the doors hissed open was the tow truck. It was backed up to her silver sedan, a hulking black rig with City Tow Services printed on the side. 2 men in orange vests were already lowering the metal arm, the chain clanking as it snaked toward her front axle. Behind them, a blue and white patrol car idled with its lights flashing lazily, like it was bored. Next to it, an officer in dark uniform stood with his thumbs hooked in his belt and a look on his face that made Leah's stomach clench. "Hey!" she called, breaking into a run. "Hey, that's my car!"
One of the tow guys glanced up, expression neutral. The other kept working. The officer turned, eyes sweeping over her in a quick, dismissive glance that took in the t-shirt, the jeans, the brown skin, and apparently learned everything he thought he needed to know. "Ma'am, step back," he said, already annoyed. "Vehicle's being impounded." Leah stopped a couple of feet from the tow rig, chest heaving slightly. "Impounded for what?" she asked. "I've been inside for 10 minutes. I'm a customer. That's my car." He smirked. 30-minute limit, he said. "This lot's posted. Store manager called about chronic violators. We're cracking down. Lucky for you, the tow's already paid for by the property owner, so you just got to pick it up at the yard and pay the fees." "What? No, that's ridiculous," Leah said. "I didn't violate anything, and even if there was some mistake, you can't tow this car." A couple of people nearby had already slowed to watch. A man in a maroon t-shirt pulled out his phone and started recording without trying to hide it. A woman with a grocery bag paused by her SUV, brows knitting. The officer folded his arms. "I can do a lot of things, ma'am," he said, "including tow vehicles that don't belong here. This is private property. Store calls, we respond. That's how it works." Leah took a breath, forcing herself not to snap. "Okay," she said, "then let's talk properly. I'm Detective Cruz, Metro PD. That's my assigned vehicle." She jerked her chin toward the sedan. "I'm here on case business. If you look at the dash, you'll see a department pass. You can also run the plates. It's in the system." He blinked. Then, slowly, his mouth curled into a laugh. "Detective, huh?" he said. "That's a new one. Usually it's my cousin works here, or I was just running in real quick. You went straight to I'm a cop. That's bold." Leah frowned. "I'm not joking, officer." She glanced at his nameplate. Wilcox. I work out of the 5th Precinct. I'm temporarily assigned to organized crime. If you just check... Wilcox cut her off with a sharp motion of his hand. Look, lady, I've heard enough accents tell me I am police for a lifetime. You got a badge? I'll take a look. He shrugged. But either way, the tow's already called in. Leah's jaw clenched. She'd been through this dance before, usually at scenes where she'd shown up out of uniform. Still, she reached into her bag, moving slow and obvious. She pulled out her black leather badge wallet and flipped it open, holding it toward him.
Before we continue the story, let me know what country you're watching from. Hit the like button if you love this story, and please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Let's continue. He leaned in, squinted, then barked another laugh. Detective Cruz, he read. Cute. You get this online, or do they sell these down in... Where are you from again? Vietnam? Thailand? Philippines, Leah said, the word coming out flat. Right, Philippines, he repeated, tone exaggerated. Look, I'm sure wherever you came from, flashing a shiny piece of metal at traffic stops works great. Here, it just means I add impersonating an officer to the citation. Leah stared at him, stunned. Are you serious? 100%, he said. What, you think just because you watch cop shows and call yourself detective, you get to park wherever you want? Newsflash, ma'am, that's not how it works in this country. Something hot flared in Leah's chest. In this country, I swore the same oath you did, she shot back. I've been a cop for 12 years. I worked narcotics before most probies could spell it. I'm not impersonating anything. Wilcox rolled his eyes. Sure, he said, and I'm the Queen of England. Tow it. The tow guy nodded and slid the metal arm under her front tires. Chains clattered. A hydraulic hiss filled the air as the sedan's nose lifted a few inches off the ground. Leah stepped forward instinctively. Stop, she snapped. You damaged that car and you're damaging department property. I'm telling you, this is a PD vehicle. Ma'am, step back from the truck, Wilcox barked. His hand dropped closer to his belt. Last warning, you interfere again, you're getting cuffed for obstruction. The crowd had grown. Phones were up everywhere now, little black rectangles catching the afternoon light. Someone murmured, she said she's a detective, and another voice muttered, he's not even checking. Leah lifted both hands, palms up, trying to keep her voice from shaking with fury. Stop treating me like I'm some criminal, she said. I'm on your side. I'm literally working a case that involves this store. If you just contact the precinct, they'd confirm. What I see is a woman who thinks the rules don't apply to her. You park where you want, you overstay the limit, you throw around big titles like they mean anything, and when someone calls you on it, suddenly it's racism and I'm on your side. You people always do this. You people, Leah repeated softly. Her cheeks burned. Say that again. Wilcox shrugged. What, you gonna arrest me? He said, chuckling. Ma'am, I've got the badge, the uniform, and the authority here. You've got a fake ID and a lot of attitude. Behind him, his partner stepped out of the patrol car, expression uneasy. Drew, maybe we should just run the plate. If she's a detective... Wilcox waved him off without turning around. Relax, Tyler. If she was legit, she'd be in the system, sure. But I'm not playing this game in front of every random who claims to be special. The car's getting towed. End of story. As if on cue, Leah's phone buzzed in her bag. She ignored it, eyes locked on Wilcox. I'm going to remember this, she said quietly. Especially the part where you refused to verify my ID before threatening to arrest me. Oh, I'm shaking, he said, laughing again. What are you going to do, write a Yelp review? The tow truck's winch whined as the sedan climbed higher. Leah caught a glimpse of the dashboard through the windshield, her radio, her portable light, the half-folded jacket with the word police in faded letters. Next to it, hanging from the mirror, the laminated parking placard with the line, Authorized Law Enforcement Vehicle. He hadn't even looked. The buzzing in Leah's bag continued. This time, her partner's name flashed in her mind. She turned enough to yank the phone out and swipe to answer. Where are you? Detective Jordan's voice came through, strained. The captain is losing his mind. In the middle of a parking lot argument, Leah said tightly. What's wrong? You tell me, Jordan said. The vehicle tracking system just flagged your car as being hooked to a non-department tow. Dispatch thought it was a mistake. Captain says if anyone's messing with one of our units, it's a big deal. Where are you exactly? Leah's eyes snapped to the tow rig, then to Wilcox's smug face. Send him the address of the Maple Plaza Pharmacy. He'll want to see this personally." Jordan hissed. "Oh no," he said. "What happened?" "Short version," Leah said. "A city cop decided the brown woman in jeans couldn't possibly be a detective." There was a pause. "I'm on my way," Jordan said, "and I'm bringing the captain." Leah hung up and slipped the phone back into her bag. Her pulse was pounding, but a new steadiness settled over her. The ball was rolling now. All she had to do was stand here and let it hit.
A few minutes later, that felt much longer with the sedan dangling half-hitched, the distant wail of a siren cut through the hum of the lot. Another patrol car turned in fast, followed by an unmarked black SUV with tinted windows. The SUV door opened first. Captain Morales stepped out, her dark hair pulled back, her suit jacket unbuttoned from where she'd clearly shrugged it on in a hurry. She took one look at the scene, the tow truck, the lifted PD sedan, Leah with her hands spread and Wilcox pointing, and her eyes went cold. "What on earth is going on here?" she snapped. Wilcox straightened, instantly adopting his professional posture. "Captain," he said, not recognizing her, just the rank. "We've got a vehicle in violation of lot rules. The store requested a tow. This woman, Miss Cruz, claims it's a police car and that she's a detective, but she's got no uniform, no—" "Detective Cruz," Morales said sharply. "My detective." The words landed like a slap. Wilcox's mouth snapped shut. His partner, Tyler, winced visibly. Leah let out a breath she hadn't realized she'd been holding. "Afternoon, Cap," she said. "Sorry you had to come down here." Morales moved past Wilcox without another glance and stepped to Leah's side, eyes flicking up to the suspended sedan. "Is that my unmarked being hauled off like a Craigslist beater?" she asked, voice dangerously calm. "Yes, ma'am," Leah said. "Officer Wilcox here decided verifying my ID was optional." Morales turned slowly to face Wilcox. "Is that true?" she asked. Wilcox swallowed hard, but watching crowd had grown again, the phones never having gone away. "Captain, with respect," he began, words tumbling. "She was out of uniform, in a private lot, and we've had a problem with people faking badges, and so you checked her credentials, ran the plates, called the precinct." Wilcox hesitated. "I was about to," he lied weakly. Tyler grimaced. "He didn't, ma'am," he said quietly. "She showed a badge. He said it looked fake. He told me not to run it." Some of the bystanders let out low oohs under their breath. Morales' jaw tightened. She nodded once at Tyler. "Thank you for your honesty, officer." Then she fixed her gaze back at Wilcox. "Drop the with respect routine," she said. "You disrespected one of my detectives, threatened to arrest her, and allowed a private tow of departmental property without doing the bare minimum of due diligence. In what universe do you think that's acceptable?" Wilcox's face had gone from flushed to pale. "I misread the situation," he said. "I thought she was, what, some random woman with an accent and an attitude? Someone who couldn't possibly be wearing a badge because she doesn't look like you?" The words hung in the air. No one spoke. Morales took a step closer, her voice dropping so that only those nearest could hear, though everyone strained for it. "Do you have any idea how this looks? My detective, who has put away more violent offenders than you've probably arrested in your career, being treated like a liar in front of a crowd while our vehicle dangles off at tow hook on video?" Wilcox's eyes flicked helplessly to the phones. Sweat beaded at his temples. "I didn't realize they were filming," he murmured. "That's the problem. You should behave like someone's filming even when there aren't." She turned to the tow driver, tone shifting instantly. "Put that card down, please, gently. This was a mistake. The city will compensate you for your time." The driver, who had been studiously avoiding eye contact, nodded quickly. "Yes, ma'am," he said. He signaled to his partner, and they began lowering the sedan back to the asphalt with exaggerated care. And all four tires were back on solid ground. Morales looked at Leah. "Is the vehicle drivable?" she asked. "Should be," Leah said. She glanced at the rig. They hadn't yanked it too high yet. "Good," Morales said. She turned back to Wilcox. "As for you, officer, you will be writing a full report on this incident, including your exact words to Detective Cruz, before the end of your shift,
And then you will be talking to internal affairs and to me." Her expression hardened. "We've been working too damn hard to rebuild trust in this city for you to go around tearing it down because you can't be bothered to look past your own assumptions." "Yes, ma'am," Wilcox said, voice barely above a whisper. "And you will apologize," Morales added, "properly, right now." Every muscle in Wilcox's body resisted. Years of swagger, of never having to eat his own words in public, fought against the order. But the weight of the captain's stare, the knowledge of the cameras, and the sick knot in his stomach finally crushed the last of his ego. He turned to Leah, throat tight. "Detective Cruz," he said, forcing the title out. "I'm sorry for not checking your ID, for not running your plates, for how I spoke to you. It was disrespectful and wrong." Leah looked at him for a long moment. She saw the fear there now, the dawning understanding that this wasn't going to be something he could just shrug off. "I accept your apology," she said, "but this isn't just about me. How many other people did you talk to like that who didn't have a badge to pull out, who couldn't call a captain?" Wilcox flinched. He didn't have an answer. "Morales dead. That's exactly what Internal Affairs will be looking into," she said. "Body cam footage doesn't lie." Slowly, the crowd began to disperse. The man in the maroon shirt slid his phone into his pocket, shaking his head. The woman with the grocery bag shot Leah a small, grateful smile. A tow worker muttered to his partner, "Remind me never to cross that, Captain," and they drove off, rig rattling. Jordan arrived late, jogging across the lot with a hand on his tie. "I missed the show, huh?" he said, breathless. "You missed the worst part," Leah said. Her anger had cooled into something colder, something that would last. "But you'll see it in the report." As they walked back toward the pharmacy to grab a bottle of water and let her hands stop shaking, Captain Morales called after them. "Cruz," she said, "you still have that footage from the pharmacy for your case?" Leah patted her bag. "Right here." "Good," Morales said. "Drop it off then, take an hour. After that, I want you in the training room. We're adding a new segment to our bias workshop, and I think your perspective just became very relevant." Leah managed a small smile. "Yes, ma'am," she said. Later that month, in a room full of uniformed officers, Leah stood in front of a screen that showed still frames from the parking lot. Her in a yellow shirt, hands raised, a tow truck lifting an unmarked sedan, and Officer Wilcox pointing, mouth open mid-shout. She talked about authority and appearance, about what it felt like to have her badge dismissed because of her face and her accent. She didn't name Wilcox directly, but everyone knew. He sat in the second row, jaw clenched, listening. In that moment, my problem wasn't just that my car was being towed, it was that my word meant nothing to him. Not until someone he recognized as powerful showed up and backed me. Most people don't get a captain in a suit to come save them. They just get the tow bill. When the session ended, officers filed out quietly, more thoughtful than usual. Wilcox lingered near the back, then approached her. "Detective," he said, voice low, "I know I already apologized, but hearing it all laid out like that, I just wanted to say, again, I was wrong. I'm trying to do better." Leah studied him, then nodded. "Good," she said. "Hold on to that feeling. Let it change the next choice you make." Outside the precinct, in another sun-bleached parking lot, a different officer stopped a different driver, and for just a second, thought twice before assuming who they were based on how they sounded or looked. And somewhere in the city, a silver sedan with a department parking pass sat legally in its spot, untouched by tow chains, while its owner walked into another store, badge in her pocket, case file in her bag, and a little less willing to let anyone tell her she didn't belong.
Thank you for watching to our Badge and Justice stories. If you want to watch more stories like this, click the videos above. See you again tomorrow.